Hey everyone, this is Will from PowerTraders.com. Today guys, I'll be showing you guys our weekly stock watch list. And let's jump ahead. First of all, let's start on the S&P. Of course, we broke this black line here yesterday, and now we're kind of we're trading right at support right now at this green line. Of course, if you look closer, we try to come back up above the black line, but as you guys can see here, we're getting rejected so far. So let's see here, guys. I think the fact that we're getting rejected here, in my opinion, gives us, I think, is an indication there could be potentially more downside to come. But on the other hand, we're also holding support also, right? So basically what's going on is we're stuck in this consolidation for now. So let's see what happens if we see a bounce or we see a continued breakout to the downside. All right, so let's look at the Nasdaq. If you guys saw my video yesterday on the US indices, I'm really waiting for price to come back down to these levels here to long. I think these two levels are great levels, but nonetheless, if you look closely, yes, we did come back down to the black line, but not that much, right? We still have till the end of this week for us to close back above this black line, this support level. But nonetheless, we might get rejected in a few hours. Let's see what happens, and maybe we'll see price coming down even further. All right, let's take a look at some stocks now. Okay, so let's start off with Amazon. So Amazon also been really clean, been reacting to price levels really well. So of course, we came back down here, came back up, got a retest, got rejected, come back down, another breakout here. And what's interesting is that this breakout here took us to test this level here, right? Around, what's that, 3,180. We came back up, but look at this, another retest where we got rejected. So let's see here. Amazon does look pretty bearish. The only thing really going for it is that we're holding support, right, at 3,180. But on the other hand, the upside, right, we've been making lower lows on the upside, right? So let's see what happens in the coming days. You can see here price is narrowing down, right? The range and price is narrowing down. What that usually means is a decisive move is coming soon, right? Whether that's to the downside or the upside, we don't know. But usually when price is narrowing down like this, usually a decisive move is coming soon. All right, so let's look at some semiconductor stocks. So a lot of semiconductor stocks are testing key support right now. Let's start off with AMD. Okay, so we're holding the support level, right? We had a great breakout. It retraced most of that, move, but we're holding the support right now as we speak, roughly around 100, right? And we're trading quite a few basis points above it. So let's see what happens in the coming days. I think ADA looks really good because we're holding this support, right? It looks like a really clean and simple breakout, retest, and then kind of like resume off. So definitely keep an eye on AMD in the coming days. Other semiconductor stocks aren't doing so well. We see here Qualcomm is coming down here to test some support levels here. We see here a lot of touches here. Indication that we are testing support level, and this potentially could be a bearish breakout here. Let's see what happens. It still has, like I said, till the end of this week to close above this black line. Right, a lot of stocks are testing support right now, and it's the time is ticking, right? It still has to end of this week to close above those key levels. And same thing with Taiwanese semiconductors. Taiwan semiconductors. Although the price level here looks a bit better, looks a bit more on point. Let me show you guys what I mean. Look at that, super clean, right? From the breakout level here, we've held it many times as exactly what's this price here? 107, exactly 107. Every single time we come back down here, we've recovered, right? Boom, 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 boom. So of course, the question arises, should I enter, especially as a swing trader, should I enter a trade here, expecting a move like these in the past, right? And the question is, and at least the answer, at least from my experience, is yes, it's actually worth it. I think a small entry down here, it would be great. On the other hand, I would have quite a tight stop loss because if we do break this key level, there's really no room or any support, you know, in this range here, right? Once we break this, it's gonna look really bearish, right? But on the other hand, we're holding this price level, and every single time we've seen it bounce. So I think that that's enough for me to take, you know, a small position in Taiwan Semiconductor. So definitely keep an eye, close eye on this stock, you know, testing major support. All right, next one here, Voyager Holding. We saw a breakout a few days ago. You guys can see here. It seems like we're coming back down to test, you know, once resistance level, right? These were once resistance level, but now we're coming back down to test it as support, as you guys can see here right now at roughly around 15 bucks, 15.25 to be exact. So we're coming back down to test this level. If we hold it, I think that could be a bit interesting trade if the breakout continues to play out, right? We have a breakout, retest, you know, super textbook. So let's see what happens. If it doesn't hold, you know, then that's why we have stop losses. All right, Wayfair also coming in hot to test major support level. As you guys know, or you guys may be noticing, a lot of stocks are coming down to test some major support levels, and you know, that makes sense. You know, S&P is down quite a bit, Nasdaq's down quite a bit, especially tech stocks have seen decent sell-off. So you guys will start noticing that a lot of stocks are coming down to test major support level. On Wayfair, we're coming down to 235 to test this level here, corresponding with these touches here, a really strong horizontal support. So let's see what happens in the coming days. Maybe we'll go come down even lower, down here to 220, correspond with these touches here. So let's see what happens. I think this may be an interesting long trade opportunity. Of course, have a type stop loss, just like the other stocks I've showed you guys. If we break these major support level, there's not a lot of room in the, you know, for any support levels here. Once we break this, there's just like this huge gap where price could really, you know, a lot of sellers could really jump in. It's not a lot of support levels to hold the sellers or bring back in the buyers. All right. So let's look at Norwegian Cruise, also looking really interesting here. Looks like a potential breakout. You guys can see here, had a breakout here in late September. Of course, we retraced most of those gains, and we're now testing this one's resistance, now support. So we're testing that right now at roughly around 26.3. So let's see if it holds. If it doesn't, well, that's why we have type stop loss. But if the breakout continues to play out, right, again, a really textbook, you know, breakout, retest, resume off. So let's see if that plays out on Norwegian Cruise. All right, guys, just a quick recap. Again, the S&P is quite under a lot of pressure, and so is the Nasdaq. Like I said here, you know, I'm still kind of waiting for price. I may look to long some of these stocks if I showed you guys. But then I still believe these levels down here still look much more attractive. And you know, if we don't come down to those levels, that's fine too, right? I have a few trade setups I just showed you guys, but I do think the big opportunity here is if price do come back down to these levels. I think these levels here will be, I think, a great level to buy or trade some tech stocks. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe for more content.